Hey everyone, this is the Deathbat coming to you live, and I wanted to cover a few topics today. And I kind of wanted to give everybody a fill-in that is joining the Deathbat Paranormal Investigation crew. There are several places that we are looking at right now, and there are several people that are wanting to join up with our team. I'm currently looking for team members, currently trying to get people recruited and whatnot. So anyone that is interested, that is really ideally what we need right now. It's not really completely up and going like I want it to be. Then again, 2015, during the Waverly Hills Sanatorium investigation, I had went in with four individuals that I'm not going to say their names here on this channel because I'm not going to, throw them out like that. But they retreated on the investigation, and it kind of impeded what we were trying to do. One Waverly Hills Sanatorium investigation, we lost our whole crew. I was one of the only ones left standing towards the end of that. So what we need to do right now is basically kind of regroup the whole crew on here and get everybody, where we need them. And like I said, it all starts out with the basics. Everybody has to start somewhere. This is something that we need to do. We do not require everybody in the crew to kind of go all out and buy expensive things. You know, everybody talks about these big expensive equipments that they see on Ghost Hunters or they see on, Ghost Adventures, Travel Channel. Guys, it don't need to be that way. If you're trying to do basics in a team, the only things you really need is an EVP recorder, which you can get at your local Walmart for like $14. You need clothes that basically kind of specify, hey, I'm a paranormal investigator. You know what I'm saying? So you're just not some Tom, Dick, or Harry from the street. So I normally suggest to crew members that they get like a sweatshirt that says paranormal investigator on it. And I also believe in giving my members tags, like putting tags around them. So that way they can be identified and be spoken for. And the next thing you'll need is a digital camera. You don't need a thermal vision fucking camera, guys. Everybody's trying to go out and get these thermal cameras and stuff like that when you could be basically paying for your whole crew to go to Ireland, go to other places that like Alcatraz. You know what I'm saying? You guys need that money for expenses. So and you can get just as much activity with a regular camera as you could one of these thermals because all they really do is pick up heat signatures. So and each one of those cameras, by the way, guys, looking up and everything, they're at least maybe $9,000. But what I'm looking here is 9,000, like 9,200. You guys don't need kind of cameras like that. It's blown way out of proportion, and like I said, I don't want if you have it, great. If you don't have no equipment like that, please don't worry about it and waste your time with it. Like I said, our goal is to prove that the paranormal exists. You know what I'm saying? We don't use Google apps. We don't use hocus pocus bullshit. We buy the equipment we're going to be using is going to be bought from tool stores, such as Home Depot, such as online, shopping, tool sites. You know what I'm saying? In EVP, an EMF detector is a K2. So basically, it is used for detecting radiation. It's detected for picking up raises in temperature and stuff like that. So what we need is something like that to basically identify abnormalities and stuff like that. So and that's all pretty relatively cheap. And if everybody in the paranormal investigation crew that's trying to join us takes the time to kind of review, I actually left the very things that everybody needs here on the site to anybody who's trying to join the crew. It's all under $100 actually for all your equipment. It's really not, and that's all that we require in the team for you to have. There's a couple members that I'm questioning right now because they are kind of on and off. They really don't know what they are or what they would want to do on the team. I urge these members to actually get in touch with me. Have a phone call with me. Like I said, there's too many people that are telling me, oh, I want to be a paranormal investigator. Oh, I want to do this and do that. Well, you know what I'm saying? the way I was raised, actions speak louder than words, guys. You guys want to join a paranormal team, you're going to have to talk to somebody. You're going to have to get in with somebody. It's not what you know, it's who you know. You know what I'm saying? So, I hear, all these people telling me, well, I have friends that own these murder houses, and there was an American serial killer here. There was stuff like that. I've even had a friend of mine tell me they know the owners of Alcatraz. I'm like, if you truly know the owners of Alcatraz, that's cool. But like I said, I've been told things one too many times and been let down. So I'm not trying to go and jump into anything like that yet. We need to start out small, work our way big. Like I said, that's just kind of starting out with what we're trying to do. I have a potential audio tech, and all that is actually in the works right now, and we're working on kind of scooping up some more of that equipment. And I actually have a possible location in with some new members that we're looking at right now. And like I said, it's in the works, in the process. This is in La Porta, Indiana. And this is a Bela Lugosi serial killer from the early 19th century. And like I said, there was 14 people murdered, including children, and there were 40 more bodies that were unidentified at this farm. And when she had killed when she actually murdered these people, she would take their bodies and she would throw them into and throw them in with the pigs, and the pigs would kind of hurl around them and would eat that body. And what would end up happening, if you guys know how much damage pigs can do to a human body, we're talking about tearing through flesh. We're talking about tearing out the ligaments. We're talking about tearing out the guts. We're talking about, a lot of gruesome acts. And you know what I'm saying? And there was even a couple incidences that I actually read on here about people being thrown in there alive. So, you can imagine, the horror these people had to face in La Porta, Indiana under this serial killer. This woman was sadistic. And they now, see, the thing is they were all eating and stuff, right? And all that, but the crime scene investigators were still able to go in and obtain some DNA. And they were able to actually get the conviction and everything else. But then again, they only found 14 bodies, guys. They're saying that 40 more bodies, 40 more people were murdered that are not accounted for. They built a factory over this property in La Porta, Indiana. And I actually have been told that there's activity going on over there. Like I said, I am consulting with Sue, one of the members that is, trying to join Deathbat Paranormal, and I've yet to meet this person face to face or talk to them on the phone because they're constantly busy or have something going on. So to any of you guys in here, I do want to urge you, if you want to join Deathbat Paranormal, that is cool. We need people. We need people bad. But there are like three major things that I require. You got to be able to call and talk to me on the phone. Let me know who you are. You got to be close to our area. And what you need to do is you got to be respectful about everything. Your Facebook can't, of course you can't be going there and starting drama and fights with everybody because, you have to, people are going to look at that and they're going to look at our team. And, if anything stinks, it goes bad for us. The thing is when you truly know people, you go and do your investigation, and if everything works out well in that investigation, and you get the answers that you need for you and everybody else, you get calls from higher sponsors, like in Missouri, like in state penitentiaries, haunted asylums, people that want us as a team to come and look at them. The only how you're going to be able to do that is by doing good investigations, and we need the right people to do it. That's the only how this team's going to go far. I'm not trying to start this team to basically get us on the TV. This ain't one of those teams. We're not in this for the publicity. We're in this for maybe two reasons. One, because we want to expose the paranormal. We want everybody to believe that this shit's here, this shit's real, it's really happening. People aren't as crazy as they think. And we also Like I said, it's also not about a fan club. But the second big thing is I mean, there's a lot of people that this is what they dream of doing. This is what they want to do. They want to go out and expose the paranormal because most of the people in here, they've had something happen in their life that has traumatized them. Maybe you guys, you have seen something in your life that has traumatized you, that you can't get out of your brain, that you are questioning, was this real or not? Was this a hallucination? Because it was so real. It's an experience with the paranormal that is hidden. And it's one of the mysteries that has plagued mankind for thousands of years. We are still haunted by this. Our ancestors, their trials, coming from England, getting to America, taking over Indian land. I mean, guys, this is some serious stuff. And these spirits, a lot of these spirits are not at rest. And, that's why people like us are important. We're doing this to change people's lives, guys. We're doing a lot more than investigating here. We're actually going into their homes. We're helping kind of, concentrate, if I should say, the paranormal activity around their homes because, it could hurt their children. It could hurt them. These things can be vile when we're speaking of poltergeist. So, like I said, I want to get people's background. If people are interested in joining Deathbat Paranormal, please get in touch with me and PM me. I do kind of require talking to you in person because chances are, if you're close or you're in the area in the state of Indiana and you're willing to come meet up with me, we're going to be doing investigations in person. So if you can't talk to me on the phone, don't ask to do investigations with me because, it's just pointless. So, like I said, there's several other individuals in here to you guys. I will be reaching out to you guys via phone call, via text, and we will be speaking briefly on kind of who you know, where you've been, what your experience is, and the equipment is in our page. I posted it on our page. It's all under $100. It's all really cheap, and it all really works. It's not fake. It's not rigged. This is real shit. And we're going to capture evidence on this stuff, and we're going to present it to you guys. We are working on a team laptop right now. Me and my girlfriend are actually kind of trying to put some things together. And like I said, I'm trying to be careful and picky and choosy who we bring on the team because whoever comes onto the team, they're going to basically be representing us. And if anything bad happens, of course I or whoever's running the team is going to be responsible for it. Anyway, guys, I'm looking at a lot of places for investigations in the future. There is a big future for Deathbat Paranormal. Even have a YouTube going on. It's like I said, all you gotta do is go to YouTube, type in Deathbat Paranormal, and you'll find us on there. We are just now starting this journey up again, and I'm hoping at this time it is successful. And I'm hoping we get the right people for the right reasons in the right places. So, if any of you guys interested, please do reach out to me and shoot me a text, shoot me a message, and we'll go from there. This is Deathbat coming to you guys live, and we'll be with you guys during the next investigation or the next video that I do on here. Any questions, please PM me, and I'm more than willing to answer them to the best of my knowledge. I also have a moderator, which is my girlfriend Mindy, and she kind of helps me run the group. So you guys have any questions, you can also message her as well, and she'll answer them the best she can. Anyway, guys, be easy. This is Deathbat coming to you live. You guys have a wonderful night.